Hi, welcome to Raise Sensation. I'm your host, Dan. And in this episode, I am going to be taking a look at the mini-series SCI-SPY. Now, this is the first, I think they did 3 mini-series altogether. I have 3. If there's more than that, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. This was put out by DC under the Vertigo line, so they get to be a little spicier, maybe, than the regular DC comics were at the time. And the reason I'm looking at this is it's written by Doug Munch and drawn by Paul Gulacy. I was a big fan of Paul's work, and this at the Baltimore Comic-Con a couple months ago, this was in 2023, I picked up this issue of Comic Book Creator from Tomorrow's Press. They always have a table at the Comic-Con, and I picked up a lot of good things the last 2 years there from them. This is a fall 2022 issue, and it's a great issue, and this is Paul on the cover here. It's got a career overview. I'm going to just flip back to that. It's near the back of the book, but there's a couple other things. All these issues are packed with pretty interesting stuff. They're not always about creators I'm that interested in, but generally they're well-done articles, and there are some people. And like here's an article on Bud Plant, who's this is the first of a 2-part interview with the retail and mail order pioneer on his start. And so when I was a whippersnapper, starting back I was ordering stuff in the early 70s from Bud Plant's catalogs. And here it talks about some of the things he was involved in, some of the things he championed, some of the things that influenced him. And it's a really cool thing. Many of the same things that I was very fond of and I like a lot. And yeah, so Bud Plant, very special kind of thing. And I think that's definitely worth checking out. This Cowboy Hank, there's the artist who's behind Cowboy Hank, a gag cartoonist who's does some. Well, here's one of his things. He's walking along. He sees a fish in the water. He jumps in, pulls the fish out, tries to give it mouth to mouth, and it dies. And he goes, "Oh, I wasn't able to save it." But here's where I first saw his work. Those he was in these the trade paperback size issues of Raw that Penguin put out. Penguin published. And, I never thought to track down any books by him. I might have to look and see. I think he's generally a funny guy. Here's some other Tomorrow's Press stuff. It's spelled TWO Morrows. And they do a lot of great books on the history, on the artists and writers behind comic books. And, hold on a second, I should have thought of this beforehand. They also put out this book this year, The Chilling Weird Art of Matt Fox. Please check out my video on this. A fantastic book about a guy who's did great work for the pulps and for comics. Great book. One of my favorites. So yeah, so then there's, like I said, I'm not going to go through everybody who's in here. Well, here's, I'll mention Monty Beauchamp, who I also have several videos. I have a video covering his first issue of Blab, and he's on his 4th edition. This is a This is a little digest-sized comic, full of hip cartoonists and little articles covering pulp culture. And then he had this oversized this size version done by Fantagraphics. Again, hip cartoonists and cool pop culture stuff. And then he also did he did 2 issues of it in hardcover, which I also have a video of on the channel, and which you should check out. And I also have a video on this. This is the newest one, the newest version of it that just came out. Blab, it says premiere issue, so he's obviously wants you to forget all that earlier stuff. This is the real thing. This is one of my favorite. This is a magazine-sized book, and it has fantastic cartoons about cartoonists and illustrators. A great article here on the depiction of apes and ape men in pop culture. Terrific graphics were found, and these are great. I don't know how many of these, these are so well done. Just great stuff. But like I said, I already have a video on that, so you can go check that out if you want. So that was cool to read. But then here we go. There's Paul, and it says enter the artist. Obviously, he did a lot of copying Bruce Lee for Master of Kung Fu. Paul Gulacy and the Cinema of Comics, because he is very influenced by movies, and many famous actors are cast in roles for his comics, that's obviously Bruce Lee, and there's Sean Connery lookalikes, and there's Saber. I could not find my copy of Saber. I'm not sure where that got to. I don't think I have all the Saber stuff, because he did other things with Saber, and I don't think I have it all. I'm afraid to go down that rabbit hole. He did this issue, a short run on Batman. The story is called Prey. That looks really nice. It's really good. And here's this is the issues I'm going to look through here. Like I said, I think there's 3 6-issue series. Oh, it might even say in here. I don't remember that saying that. As a matter, if it did, I would have said. So anyway, great stuff. So let's take a look at this. I'm not going to go into great detail on it. There's a lot of SCI-SPY. It's a spy thing, but it is a takeoff on James Bond and his ilk. It's never quite as happy-go-lucky as this makes it out to be. But just like with the James Bond movies, there's not very much actual spying going on. He quickly becomes an action hero. And it's got, there's that tech that's, that's a very Steranko kind of design sitting there in this picture. One thing is that when we get to these first 2 aliens, they're amazingly cartoony. This is very much like Steve Rude's Nexus kind of things, where a lot of the characters are handled in a somewhat realistic way, including some of the aliens, and then suddenly there'll be these bizarre, kind of just crazily cartoony kind of things. And there's a lot of tech, supposedly far advanced tech, some of which we've got now already. There's a little bit of that violence that Vertigo could get away with. Although I'm pretty sure there's much more massive violence in the average Batman series now. The other thing is that, like James Bond, he's a very quippy kind of guy. And, you know, the quips hold up about as well as the quips in the old James Bond movies, which is not that great. Hey, but they were trying. There's his big, terrifying but lovable hyena wolfhound mutt kind of creature. He's got his fortress is made homey by the fact he's got all these holograms acting like vacationers there. And there's our co-star, the female spy, who of course he has to hook up with. And now there's these I guess they're kind of like AI type of all-devouring little robot insects are introduced as the what he has to stop. And there they are being disgorged from this body. He's taken over. It's kind of a twisty-turny plot. You know, the guys who he's tracking down, who, you know, you think of the main villains, who kind of unleashed this. Well, it turns out that that the government he works for is pretty corrupt, and they've done some things that maybe they deserve to be punished for. But of course, the terrorists who might morally have reasons to do what they do have gone overboard, and they've sided with other aliens who turn out to be just horrible people. So the people fighting for the social justice have unleashed a horror on people, and so you know. But what I'm really here for is not so much the plot, but Paul's artwork. And aside from those goofy aliens there, most of the aliens are handled pretty well. And now this is Paul's always been terrific drawing women, and you know, obviously that's a handsome, well-built man there, but boy, this the co-star he's come up with in this is pretty darn groovy. And you can see here that none of these aliens, there's a bunch of aliens here, but none of them look as goofy as those first two. That's kind of like Steve Rude too in Nexus. You know, he'll have a bunch of aliens that look kind of like, oh yeah, you could easily use them in a sci-fi movie or something, and then he'll suddenly have one that's goofy as all get out. What was it, Jar Jar Binks kind of thing? But boy, he's got this is really Dave Stevens level good girl art in this thing. And you know, here's the two guys who we think are the main villains, but who turn out to have just made a deal with the devil. And you know, by the fourth issue or so, it turns out they have to work with our heroes to stop the threat. So as you can see here, some fun kind of stuff. This Guardian robot snake. You know, he does a good job with the ice and stuff. I don't know. I wonder what this stuff would look like in black and white. I'm not crazy about the color in this. I mean, I like some of the color, but some of it's a little bit much. Here it is. He thinks he sleeps with that woman, has a nightmare, wakes up, and she's gone. So he thinks that agent has double-crossed him. But no, she hasn't. Again, trippy kind of Steranko kind of stuff. It's an interesting cover there. Pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. All right, so no better time to show off their bodies than they're working out. All right. So like I said, 6 issues. Paul's artwork looks great. I don't think the story is gonna shake anybody's world. But nice artwork. Sorry. I was looking at the artwork too much instead of talking. But I hope that gave you a good idea. Like I said, I have 3 of these series. Paul's terrific in all of them. You might want to take a look for this issue of The Comic Book Creator. Read a little bit about his career and about Bud Plant and some of the other folks covered in that issue. All right. Thanks for watching.